Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPLElmer, and we're going to be going through my Matchday 6 Uefa Fantasy Team Selection. Anyway, you can see by the title, I'm going to be activating the Limitless chip for Matchday 6. Before we get into all of that, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like, and make sure you hit that button. Don't miss any content going up on the channel. We are pushing for 700 subscribers before the end of the year. I think we're around 20 away. So please subscribe. And yeah, without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So the first thing you're going to be looking at is my Matchday 5 team review manager score 118 points, which was very, very good, which propelled me to the top 10,000 in the overall leaderboard for the UEFA Fantasy, which is also very, very good. So we had Kobel in goal. Dortmund kept a clean sheet, so 6 points. Kubarsi, I think, got an assist. Barcelona just played so well. He also got man of the match. So 11 points. Schlotterbeck, a clean sheet. Grimaldo, I think, a goal and an assist as well, and a clean sheet and some ball recoveries. Digne, clean sheet. Then you had Kuhn, who did not perform, only 2 points for him. Then you had Florian Wirtz, who scored 2 goals and picked up man of the match, so 19 points for him. Gittens scored a goal, 8 points. Harry Kane blanked. Haaland scored a goal, which was a little bit more, but he scored a goal. Then you had Lewandowski, who scored a goal as well. And he was the captain, so he got double points. For the team for match day 5, very, very strong performance, 18 points. But hope for game match day 6 can be able to improve on that as we look to get another green arrow and we pushed for the top 5K. So now let's look at what match day 6 has in store for us. So for match day 6, I'm going to be using the Limitless chip. And if you don't know what the Limitless chip is a chip that allows you to field and field players without caring about the prices of the players. And I decided to activate this chip because I don't think it's worth it to go with this kind of chips in the knockout stages. And that means I'm going to be activating my wild card as well. Maybe give match day 7 or match day 8. But for now, we're going to be using the limitless chip, and it is going to be able to pay off. So we're going to be having Kelleher in goal with Mainan. I'm not so sure if they play on the same day or not, but I do think that Liverpool are going to be playing on Tuesday and AC Milan on Wednesday. So I think it's a good goalkeeping pairing, which translates to the defenders going to be having Trent against Girona, how they got able to perform, and then we have Theo Hernandez against I don't know the name of the team. I don't want to butcher the name. They're going to be playing a relatively easy picture on paper. Hope that they're going to be a clean sheet for both Theo Hernandez and Mainan, and most importantly, for Theo Hernandez and Trent, just some attacking returns. That's the same as Hakimi, because PSG are also playing a relatively easy fixture on paper. And then for them, they can stop focusing on the league and now just put all their effort in Champions League because they're already like 10 points clear in their league. And so I think their main priority will most likely be the Champions League at the moment. And Hakimi has been their best player of late, and I hope that he's going to be able to carry that form to the Champions League as they have a relatively easy fixture on paper as well. Then you have Saliba. The reason I'm going for Saliba is because Arsenal are just dangerous from set pieces. Saliba scored again in Premier League against Fulham from another set piece. So I think he's strong for set pieces. It's nice to go with Saliba. Club going Gabriel, but we don't know whether he's going to play or not. So for now, I'm just going to go with Saliba. And then finishing off the defense, I'm going to be going with Kim Min Jae, just because he's also dangerous from set pieces. They're playing a relatively easy fixture on paper. But it's Bayern Munich, they've been a little bit up and down in the Champions League. But I'm also considering going for maybe Alfonso Davies just because for the attacking returns, he just looks more appealing compared to Kim Min Jae. But with that said, Kim Min Jae did score the last in match day 5 to give Bayern Munich a narrow win against PSG. So that's something to consider, but I'm leaning towards Kim Min-jae at the moment. It's maybe, let's say, 70-30 to Kim Min-jae, but I will say before the deadline. So that's the defense. Looks pretty solid. Now let's look at the midfield. So this is how the midfield is going to be looking like. Going to be having Tillman in there against Brest. Brest have been on the decline, and Tillman and the team has been performing really, really well. Even in the Eredivisie, they performed really well. He was also instrumental in that. But I've gone for him in there at cheeky differential. I would have gone for Pulisic, but Pulisic is out. He most likely is going to be missing the game, and so I thought, why not just put in a differential in there and hope for the best? And that's why I've gone for Tillman. Then you have Salah against Girona. Liverpool had a rest during the weekend because of the strong winds happening in Merseyside. So yeah, so Salah had a rest, and I hope that he's going to be able to perform against Girona. And Girona have been very, very poor in La Liga, and I hope that Salah can be able to capitalize on that. Then you have Musiala against Shakhtar. He did not start in the weekend, but still came on and managed to score two goals. Was it two assists? I'm sure he had two of something. So, but against Shakhtar, he can be able to start and be able to perform. Then we have Saka as well in there. Monaco have not been poor in the Champions League. It's going to be a tricky fixture, but I've gone for Saka just because of set pieces. He's on corners from one of the sides, and so I thought, why not just put Saka and hope for a set piece delivery? And of course, he's the main talisman. He's the person who gets them ticking, and I expect he's going to start. I'm going to be able to perform. Then finishing off the midfield, I'm going to be having Rafinha. I tried to bench him, but Rafinha is having a remarkable season, and I think I'm going to start him no matter the opponent. They're going to be playing Dortmund, who tend to concede a lot of goals in Bundesliga, but not a lot of goals in the Champions League. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Barcelona have gone on a slight decline as well. So yeah, but they did manage to win they didn't win during the weekend because they drew to Betis. But Rafinha still looks very good in that fixture. So I hope that they're going to be able to perform, and I hope Rafinha is going to be instrumental in that. So that's the midfield. Looks pretty solid, full of goals. Now let's look at the forward line. So for the forward line, I've decided to go with Griezmann in there. I know Julian Alvarez is also there. I just prefer Griezmann because he's on sets and he's also on penalties. And I just love Griezmann better compared to Alvarez. But Alvarez is also a very good option. He's outperformed Griezmann, I think, by 3 points in the Champions League. But I hope that Griezmann can be able to get up on him by performing against the team they're going to be playing. That Griezmann is going to be instrumental in that. Then you have Gyökeres in there as well. I know they've not been performing really well since Amorim left. I think they've lost 4 matches in a row since Amorim left, but I'd expect them to bounce back in the Champions League and how they're going to be able to perform. Even though they've been losing, Gyökeres still looks very, very good. He's been scoring goals still, even though the results are not going their way. I hope that's going to be the case in the Champions League as well. Then finishing off the team is a surprise differential. I'm going to be going for Leao. I think with the Pulisic out, I think Leao is the best option. Of course, there's Morata in there if you want someone else. So for me, it's between Leao and Morata, and for now, I'm leaning toward Leao. I'm going to be able to repay the faith and be able to perform. So that's the forward line. Looks pretty solid as well, and full of goals. And yeah, that's the team. That's the Limitless team for my Matchday 6. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be using Limitless chip, and let me know how you're rating my team. And yeah, with that, if you managed to reach this far, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.